All right, day number 2, or episode number 2, here on the Gold Coast. It is the Lyndon and Ronnie show. Well, pretty much the Ronnie show. All the comments coming through have all been about Ronnie and his aerobics exploits and everything else. But mate, so we're currently on the Esplanade. Another bloody hot day, isn't it?
It's stinking, mate. Just come out of the unit and hit you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, so we're just on our way to Cavill Avenue, and it's the Glass House, I think it's called. So we're going to be doing the press conference, and then there's some sort of Q&A meet and greet thing a couple of hours after that. So we're just cruising now on the Esplanade, try and keep as cool as possible. We've all got our water and everything like that. We've all been sun smart, aren't we, Ronnie? So,
certainly are, mate. Yeah.
So it's about a 25-minute walk, and another big day here on the Gold Coast for the OPETAIA and NYIKA event in 2 days' time. Look at this guy here, front row. Don't worry about the fighters and the media and the promoters.
God help those who help themselves, mate.
Talking along for 2 hours like we were yesterday. No, it's an absolutely massive event. We see Eddie Hearn over there who will be hosting the main event press conference in sort of half an hour or so. It's huge, right? This is a real big opportunity for boxing down under the trans-Tasman title, Ted. This is what it's all about, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's we said yesterday, the sport down here in the south of the world, and giant retires doing great things. But David NYIKA is trying to accept that part and do something special. But the turnout's been great for fight people. It's going to continue to be great. Everyone's excited. Every single fighter wants to win. You can see the ego. So we're all anticipating this great press conference and what happens from here. But it's going to be a really, really good day.
Good afternoon to everybody that has joined us here at the Island Hotel in the beautiful Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia, and everyone that is watching this broadcast live and free on the global home of boxing, DAZN. Your boxing, your way. Sign up today and get ready for the biggest card of the year here in Australia on Wednesday night, the 8th of January 2025. Steve Pales is my name, hosting the first part of this press conference today. We have a big fight night coming up on Wednesday night. As we know, we have Jai OPETAIA defending his IBF and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Championships of the world against David, the nice guy, NYIKA. We also
the other day, yo, you got a bit of a chip on your shoulder after finishing the first fight in the first round. I was like, nah, bro, I ate all those chips.
Good hands, and I'm very appreciative of that. Since the day I started this new, I was born to be on these stages. I've got no reservations in knowing where I'm going and what I can do. I trust myself, I trust my team, I trust all the work that I put in day out since I was young. And it's just another stepping stone to be in these conversations.
Kind of here for it, though.
You're in Australia. You're going to wait to go back to England before you make any insults.
I'm here for it.
I'm trying to look how it is.
I don't think I won't do that anytime soon. You know what's interesting? We've seen that press conference there very quickly.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. We're here in the Gold Coast, and it's an honour to be here, sitting next to not just some great fighters, but also Mick Francis as well, Tasman Fighters, our partners here. Of course, Spencer Brown, Gold Star, and we want to officially, of course, thank His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh and Riyadh Season for their support for the first big Riyadh Season Australian card. And when I saw this card from Mick Francis, the first thing I thought was, why are you putting Sunday fights on? And he said he wanted to create something very special in the first card, the first big Riyadh Season card of 2025. Of course, incredible undercard, and what I feel is one of what could be one of the fights of the division, what could be one of the fights of the year. was this Saturday on the Gold Coast, live and exclusive on DAZN around the world. You have what I think is a brilliant main event. The IBF and of course the Ring Magazine World Championships between unquestionably the #1 cruiserweight in the world, Jai OPETAIA, against the man to my left, David NYIKA. We all know him, we all know the potential. We all know this fight was one that was being built down the line, and for some reason it landed on our lap on Wednesday, January the 8th. And I can't wait to see it. It just feels like now just getting back in your groove, getting nice and active as you prepare for what is a massive 2025.
Yeah, that's it. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to Mick and Fred and Amanda, you here for coming down under and you know, helping put on this big event. So yeah, thank you.
Those experiences that you gained internationally, tough fight in Mexico, tough fight in Riyadh as well. Just a slight step backwards the last couple of fights, good test on Wednesday, but still at the same time realising you're 25 years of age, you have limited professional experience as well, and you've got to get it right as you move through the world heavyweight rankings.
Yeah, that's it. I'm only 11 fights into my career, and you know, I believe those big fights I had overseas, you know, they're just a test for me, and you know, I'm slowly starting to find my feet in this professional game. So yeah, I can't wait to see where it takes me.
This opportunity to come when it did, but massive belief from you. You were the one that pulled the trigger. You were the one to say, let's do it, and destiny awaits in 48 hours.
That's it. Yeah, this is what we play for. You know, I've trained hard. I believe in myself. I know I've got just as much heart, just as much grit as Jai. Jai obviously has the experience that I don't possess, and I'm going to prove to everybody in 48 hours the capability that I have and the ability to become the new cruiserweight world champion. This is, like I said, this is what we play for. I've never aimed for any lower, and I truly believe that Jai is the guy to beat. I believe that he possesses all the skill in the world. He has everything that I want right now, and all I need to do is prove to everybody that I'm capable of the same and more.
Jai, welcome back at home in Australia. 2.5 years. It's something that I know Mick's been wanting for a while. It's been an incredible run in London and of course in Riyadh as well. What a great fight to return home to. A great fighter in David NYIKA, a real test, but confident that you can move forward and defend your world championship in front of your people on Wednesday.
Definitely, you know, it's good to be here, good to be back in Australia, home soil. It's been a long time coming. You know, we've done a lot of international travel, a lot of international fights. So we're not new to these big stages anymore. This just feels like another day in the office. We're meant to be here. You know, we've done our apprenticeship. This is just all through to the labour. You know what I mean? We've built this division on my back. You know what I mean? So it's good, I'm ready. And I'm sick of these interviews and I just want to fight.
What do you expect from David NYIKA? Do you expect him to have that dogfight with you? I know you want it, but you expect an all-round performance from him? You believe he'll be willing to stand and fight with you?
Like I said, this is his chance to become a world champion. You know, this is what us boys strive for our whole lives, our whole career. You know, if I know he's willing to dig deep because this is what we wait for. We wait for these opportunities, but I'm ready for it. I've been in his shoes. I know where he's coming from, and I've still got that hunger. So wherever this goes, let's go there.
How does David NYIKA win on Wednesday night and become new world champion?
By any means. I'm not giving anything away. This is my chance. It's too valuable to tell anybody how the fight's going to go down. But I have my plans. Jai, I hope he has his.
Jai, and for you, do you win this fight inside the distance?
However I gotta win it. The knockout comes, it comes. I know I can hurt him. But when we're chasing it, we're chasing a smart fight. We do our job. You know? Very dangerous time in that ring with those little gloves.
Opportunity to fight internationally and as well with DAZN support to fight domestically. We're going to be looking to be nice and active here with Mick and our partners here in Australia back in March as well, with hopefully some announcements very soon. But this week, make sure you tune in live on DAZN wherever you are, because you've got a great undercard and a brilliant main event. The IBF World Championship and the Ring Magazine Championship. Jai OPETAIA against David NYIKA on a stacked night from the Gold Coast. We're going to face the guys off now. Don't miss it. Thank you.
go, Davey. Go, Davey.
Really good energy there from the boys. Very intense face-off. Exactly what we were seeing.
Let's go, David.
The crowd very active. We're loving this energy at the moment. The boys really showing up here for the press conference. Just has to marinate. So there we have it. We're welcoming and thanking everybody for coming out. This has been the press conference. Obviously now we're in the business areas of fight. We just had the face-off there at the end. Eddie's been on board now. Eddie's talked about it, but we stand straight.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Love it. All right, well that's the press conference done and done, Ronnie. One and done, or?
What a ripping morning though, mate. That was a really good press conference.
Yeah, it was.
Everyone had their say and it was well presented and well attended. It was great.
Yeah, it was good. Really good to catch up with everyone, and I didn't actually expect it, mate. But I got my own interview with before the fight. I don't think I'd normally promote another channel, but go watch before the fight.
Don't sell yourself short, mate. I keep saying to you.
It was good, but really good to catch. It was good to see Anthony Mundine there as well, Eddie Hearn, of course, and I thought everyone spoke really well. You obviously got the photos with Terramona. Was David NYIKA? Who else you got a photo with? And Eddie, of course, Eddie.
The big one.
Yeah, the big one.
But the most important thing, mate, like yesterday at the open sparring, the fighters today again made themselves available.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't shoot through.
Well, just to be able to walk up to David NYIKA while he's just sitting there and to get a photo with him was good. Really nice guy too, I will say. I mean, it's a shame that one of them's going to lose on Wednesday because they're both really good guys and really accessible to the fans. Hung around for a while afterwards, signing autographs, taking photos. So I think it's good. So we are about to maybe get a quick coffee or something, and then we're going to head down to the Q&A. I don't know what's the difference between the press conference and the Q&A, but
I see it being similar to what we just.
But hey, we've got nothing else to do, so we're going to go. And I don't know why they've got it at a different venue, but we've got to walk about 5 minutes down the road for a Q&A when we've just been here for the press conference. But anyway, I'm sure there's a reason. There's a reason. But anyway, we'll be there. We've got nothing else to do here. A lot cooler today too, which is good.
Nice breeze coming off the water.
Yeah, it is. So so we'll get a coffee, something to eat, and kill an hour, and then the Q&A. Let's go.
Reasonable to me, mate.
Everybody, can everyone hear me out there today? Good, loud and clear? Excellent. The back door room here, then we're very good. Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome here to the Capital Hotel for our magnificent Q&A this afternoon. It's all brought in by our great friends at Sports Pick. This venue will also be showing the big fight coming up on the zone on a Wednesday night. So for those of you that can't make it to the venue, please come into this wonderful event. Steve Payos here hosting once again. I'm joined by one of the best prospects in the heavyweight division, Justice Hooney, Chairman of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, and also Chairman of Tattoo Fighters, Mick France. It's great to see you guys. Eddie, we'll come to you first.
Here last time for our show with Liam Oro and Rob Jarvis 2022, which is amazing. And it's been a tremendous journey with so many great Australian fighters, and been watching what Mick's been doing. Obviously, we've been working closely with Mick, with Jai, with Justice, Connor Wallace now with Terra Moana. And I think there's so much potential here in this country. I think in the past we've seen a lot of fighters from here travel abroad for those opportunities, and great to see a real big world championship fight on Wednesday night. It'll be a brilliant fight, and we've got some great fighters here, great fighters, and we're hoping to do 4 or 5 shows this year in Australia.
We appreciate the support that everyone has shown from over the last few years, and hopefully we build on the back of that, but we're pumped for the future for us to.
We heard it here first. Thanks very much, Eddie. Thanks, Mick. I'll give you the final word, Justice, on that. Great to have all this support here as well. I know you love fighting in front of your home state, with all the home fans, and as we mentioned, we need to let you go to finish off the preparations. But any final messages and any comments on what these guys have said about what your future holds as a potential world title challenger and world champion?
Look, I'm just grateful and thankful to be able to have this opportunity to fight on a massive card like this, especially being the co-main event. It's massive for myself. Only 12 fights in, I mean 11 coming up to my 12th, and the word of my wisdom, so just can't wait to show everyone what I've got. Just keep rolling the moment, keep this journey going.
Sliders, you came back and avenged that defeat to Letty, what was in my mind one of the fights of the year. Tell us about that and what that meant to you to know that, this doesn't really matter, the fact that I've lost the fight, you've come back and since then, I think it's six or 7 in a row since then, dominant. You might not agree on the last fight, we'll talk about that in a moment, but, noting that Eddie mentioned that before, I think it's something that's quite worth talking about.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Obviously, coming off the major hand surgery, I probably should have had maybe a warm-up fight before getting into a big fight, but whenever we were off with the fight with Letty, obviously we were not going to take it because I'll fight anyone, you know what I mean? So, but looking back, the injury did obviously cause an issue and I wasn't really throwing my left hand, so that was one thing that always stuck with me. And then obviously whenever I was offered to fight again, the rematch, it was always playing in my head that I wanted to get it back, like it's before I could move on with my career. So, and I think obviously I have another win after that and rematch Letty then. After going to the rematch, and I think that was crossed off and I could move on with my career. And from then I believe I went from strength to strength. Obviously 2 healthy hands and here I am.
So that's why the next move is so important. But he's also impatient, he's done his work, he wants his rewards. But it's just a case of, like you said, keep the switch on, stay ready. And he's that IBF eliminator was a big fight to go and win that in Sydney, against Dan Jones, an away fighter, and he won it easy.
All right, so that is the Q&A sessions done. I could probably understand now why how it wasn't the same as the press conference, because it was a more intimate setting. And
I think even better questions were asked, mate.
Yeah, there's only, so it was Eddie and Mick Francis, who were the fighters, Connor Wallace, Justice Hooney and Max McIntyre. That was sort of it. So it was only a low-key affair, and I suppose, look, it's, anyone could go in. I thought it was pretty well done. Not so sure it was maybe necessary, but it was still good just to be there anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that sums it up, mate. It wasn't necessary. The joints are already sold out.
Yeah.
And probably covered most things this morning at the conference, but I really like the questions that were put to Eddie.
Yeah.
And Mick to a certain degree.
Well, we spoke candidly, Eddie Hearn. It was good, like in a real sort of, because sometimes you get in front of the press conferences and they've got to hype it up and they've got to say certain things. But it was actually good to hear some good questions too by Steve Pios.
Yeah, that's right.
Some honest, sort of down-to-earth sort of questions, and Eddie responded really, really well.
Yeah.
So. And as I said, so maybe answered the questions in a different way than what the stock standard approach would be. It was more honest.
What I particularly liked, Lyndon, mate, was his attitude towards the fighters coming up. Nothing's given.
Yep.
I told him straight out, like, you have to win. You
pretty much keep winning or you're out of the gang.
You're back.
Yeah, so no, it's all good. So we're just going to head back now. Not really much happening. We'll get some dinner, of course, later, but we'll just enjoy the sights. We've got talking boxing tonight too that I'll prepare for. And as I said, just chill. We'll get Ronnie's, you got your block of chocolate. And Actually, I've got 2 boxes of chocolate last night. Had a couple of rows out each, and forgot to bring them inside. Left them out on the porch, or the patio, and they were just liquid this morning. So, a reminder: don't leave your chocolate outside. Not to mention all the flies and everything that probably would have been over as well. But anyway, yeah. So heading back now, and just a quiet one to finish off the night.